Meanwhile, addressing last night's protests, which at one point were held directly in front of his mansion. He called them peaceful up until a certain point when certain elements, as he put it, went to destroy property. Fox 16's Jay Bird joining us live with more from the governor's remarks, as well as state police as they move forward. Jay.
Yeah, Kevin, Governor Asa Hutchinson bringing in more resources to help quell the violence here in Little Rock as he vowed that what happened on Monday was not going to happen again on Tuesday. Governor Asa Hutchinson repeating his point that he wants protesters to keep things peaceful.
We will not tolerate the destruction of private property and the potential or the expression of violence,
which happened Monday evening. So on Tuesday, the governor signed an executive order declaring a state of emergency, activating the National Guard and calling on 9 different law enforcement agencies to unify.
We brought in more, put in the unified command structure. We brought in more law enforcement support, assistance of the National Guard to make sure that we had the resources to protect people and property.
Officials say the protest turned from peaceful to rowdy when a brick went through a window at McDonald's on Broadway Tuesday night. The governor showing pictures of the windows busted out, and officials say that the unified force kept the streets more calm.
As long as they're peaceful, we're there to protect them. But we have to address the crime by the rule of law. We have to have the rule of law.
Police arrested 3 members of the media Tuesday night. The governor responded.
And they should not be arrested, but they have to be identified. And when they're identified as journalists, obviously they should go about their business.
The governor has repeatedly said he understands and appreciates the reason for the protests. He wants to assure them that he is doing his part right now.
Look within ourselves and say, is there something we need to do better? Is there a dialogue that we need to have? Do we need to do more listening? And the answer is certainly we do.
Officials also say they are aware of some groups in the state who are trying to stir things up here, and here's exactly what they're up against. Officials say that these water bottles are filled with pure alcohol, and there's actually firecrackers attached to them, so it sort of acts as a Molotov cocktail. Also, they say they found spray canisters of gasoline and bricks hidden in bushes around the Capitol, but there's nothing currently that law enforcement can do until they actually see a violation of law occur. Guys.
All right, Jay, thank you. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. and Little Rock Police Chief Keith Humphrey held another news conference addressing the protests in Little Rock. The mayor says he stands in solidarity with peaceful protesters, but has no tolerance for vandalism and will protect the city. They say peaceful protesters should know there are people among them that don't want to be peaceful. LRPD and other law enforcement agencies arrested 79 protesters last night after vandalism started.